Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Grams leaders CCs, pounds. Close cash, close call, close encounter, close up, pounds up, liters up, grams get your dosed up, cut this up, post up, and get dosed up. This for them voted like the movement, make the most of. Monday night at 8, I can't wait to set you straight. These opinions and debates, for them folk they can't relate. I got to elevate your mind through these signs of the time. Dishing out that medication for that deaf, dumb and blind. And I ain't hard to find, you can catch me in no trenches. I drew the groundwork and I ain't waiting on no sense. I be touching on them topics politicians fail to mention. And I don't vote for nobody that ain't got good intentions. I'm relentless for my people and I'm here to make a change. I got that true serum hooked directly through your veins. Hey, this is for my people, tune in, catch it close up, close up, close up. Now close up, grams of it, tune in, liters of it, close up, pounds of it. Pounds of it, yeah, grams of it, liters of it, pounds get you dosed up, dosed up, dosed up, dosed up, dosed up. Somebody hit me with a bomb, somebody hit me with a pow, 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 some. Shit, you can go ahead and put some firecrackers off in this thing tonight, y'all. Yeah, I like that horn. Anybody got a cowbell, a horse sound, Scooby-Doo sound, any goddamn thing, y'all. What's happening? It's Monday night. It's 8 o'clock. I'm Dose, a.k.a. the Hood Doc. We got my boy Mitch, a.k.a. Love Doc. And we got Lab in this thing. Yeah.
The Love Doc.
And I'm going to start it off like this, and I'm going to tell y'all this right here. These two men right here in this room have kept me level and grounded. Because, boy, when I tell you, man, I'm gone, y'all. I'm really gone tonight. I'm operating off fumes. This really ain't even dosed. I don't even know who the hell I am tonight right now because I'm trying to hold all my anger in.
Right.
Man, but they telling me it's all good. They telling me it ain't nothing but a car and all this other thing. But we had a little incident on the way to this thing, man. Right. Some messed up my Cammy. That's all I'm going to say. And if you know me, you know who Cammy is. That's my whip. And my whip right now, she hurt. She hurt. You know what I'm saying? She need a little bit of mascara. Somebody done slapped her around in the face a little bit. Now, you know, she got a black eye. And I got to fix that thing as quick as I possibly can, y'all. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get a little bit of distress off my system. Y'all going to see me take a little sippy sip or something like that. And then you're going to see me take a little drink. Because, man, when I tell you I work hard for that thing and it looking like how it's looking right now. But with that being said, we're going to pause on all that crap right there. We're going to get back to the show and my people. So, Mitch, man, how you doing? How was your weekend, my guy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Made it through, what lab called it? The Snowpocalypse. Snowpocalypse 25, man. I'm good, man. You know, everything's cool, man. Can't complain. Had a good weekend, though, man. You know, I always say sometimes when disasters like that happen, you can't go places, man. That be God's way to just tell you need to sit down for a minute, man. But like I was just telling y'all, I was super frustrated because I couldn't,
irritated.
You know, not necessarily that I was or wanted to go somewhere, but when you want to move, you want to goddamn move, man.
Yeah.
Bro, I was up in Adam early Saturday morning, boy. So yeah, but everything, man, it was cool, man. It was cool, definitely to see how the city put on, man. You know, when you know, all of the snow and the dude skiing and the, you know, the people with the ATVs, RVs and stuff, man. Yeah, that was a real cool sight, man. Man, I know that I know you was just laughing. You know, that Chi-Town.
Hey, that ain't nothing.
Hey, this ain't nothing.
I'm gonna stay out of it.
Nah, look.
I was talking to Slick, was talking to me. She's like, you know, this, you know, this is what it is. I know. I said, well, you know, in Chicago, it don't shut down. It don't.
Oh yeah.
It don't shut down. I mean, I remember going to school, and I told Slick this, and I've said this many times on the show. I mean, it was 36 degrees below zero, and the snow was up to my up to my knees.
Oh man,
snow was kneecapping you, man.
The snow was frozen. It was like glass. So
wow, you ice skating to work in school.
I remember many times that me and my friend one year the snow had drifted between the empty vacant lots and vacant lots where one house get tore down.
Mm-hmm.
The snow had drifted on the side of the building so much on my grandmother's brownstone that we jumped off the roof into the snow.
Oh wow!
And that's a 3-story building.
Yeah. So that's basically a broken bone with no snow or something like that. You messed up. That's a hospital visit, clinic visit, or something, man.
Yeah, we did that. Many a times.
Well, being an essential worker, I had to work through all of that.
You had to work.
Yeah, I had to work through that, bro. It really wasn't that bad, And the way that they look at it, if you work at a hospital, bro. If your name is on the schedule,
you gotta be there.
You gotta be there. So either you gonna stay there, or if you go home, it's up to you how you gonna get back. I went home. I got survival skills. I got back. My feet worked. You know what I'm saying? But now I will say this: if the trains weren't working, I'd have been stuck. Cause ain't no way I'm finna walk from my house all the way to work.
Right.
So in an instance like that, where if I know the city just finna shut down, I guess I gotta pull up a cot, as they say, and spend the night in that thing. Look here, bro. Something I don't want to do, but would have to do.
Right, would have to do. But other than that, it was all right? Y'all made it through. Everybody made it through safe.
We made it through. They talking about this weather finna spin the block though, man.
Not come back on you, bro.
Yeah, that's what they talking about.
Double tap. Do that.
Man, I did hear a myth, man. I don't even know if it's a myth. I kind of tend to think it's a little true. They say every Martin Luther King weekend, we had some crazy ass weather, or it just be like super duper cold.
Was it like that last year? I don't remember it being like that last year. I don't remember it being like that at all last year.
Not snowing, but it
like,
just be like
bad
super
weather.
cold. Yeah, I can't remember back that far, but yeah, somebody was just telling me like, yeah, man, like every year pay attention.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay attention for next year then.
Get wild.
Conspiracy theory about
one time.
I like them theories.
One snow be enough for me. Well, that's the other theory that I heard that I had never heard. I guess it's an old wise tale about if the snow stay on the ground for 3 days, then it's coming back.
Oh, it's a cold ass coming back.
Yeah, man, like I've been seeing that everywhere, man. I ain't never
heard that. Yeah, I'm finna say I ain't never heard that.
I've been seeing it all on my timeline, man. So
I made the mistake of going to the store. What day was the snow? Thursday?
Friday.
Yeah.
I made a mistake of going to the store Thursday evening. I was going to get one thing, to be honest with you. I needed some creamer for coffee.
Not the creamer.
And it was not a good. The line was all the way back to the meat department at the Kroger.
If you go back and look on my Facebook page, I went for one thing. Thursday afternoon, I went for beer. Kroger had a sale on beer. So I was like, I'm gonna slide. It was like 2-3 o'clock. I didn't even think. Man, the lines was like and this was like 1-2 o'clock or whatever. Man, the lines was already like all the way down the aisle, and I was like, damn.
Luckily for me, Slick is from here, and she pre-thought about it, and she had all the shit ordered, like eggs and stuff, ordered from Walmart, delivered to the house the day before. So she was on top of it because me, I'm like, it ain't gonna be that big of a deal.
So I'm gonna tell it to you like this, man. I be winging it. I'm a winging a prayer when it come to these natural disasters, bro. I just be like, hey, man. God got my back, man. That shit didn't last. Hey, the same day it's gone. I'm like, look, man. If I gotta get out here and get it, I will. It don't,
Chris told me to tell you what's up, man.
I don't
tapped in, man.
I don't be going to the grocery store trying
in
to
the building.
Maybe I need to though. I might get some water now. I start doing it.
Oh yeah, that's a must.
But other than that, man, I
Chris
just
gonna be doing the show.
Yeah. Man, matter of fact, man, me and Chris watched the Eagles game. He's an Eagles fan. You know what I'm saying? So we chilled and watched the game yesterday. Which reminds me, man, I'm gonna tell you something so funny because I don't know. I never really heard our dads say it. But
we're talking to my dad tonight, by the way.
Where do we start calling each other Jones?
Jones?
Where do we get that from?
Hey, man, I don't know, but I know they got a Me and Mrs. Jones song. So
Chris,
Jones
we
is
just
been like a.
always greet each other. Say Jones.
Jones. I be like Jack sometime. What up, Jack Jones? But
Jones, man.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
But it's like Smith is a name. You know what I'm saying? Jenkins, all that.
True that. So yeah. What's up, though, Chris? So what we
man, hey, about, so man? Okay, the topic, man. The topic. We finna get on the grudges and judgment.
Okay.
I want to kind of talk about that, man, because we going into a new year.
Okay.
I see a lot of stuff going on, man. Like, just to me, it just seems to be flesh oriented, man, as far as that's concerned. But with the grudges, a grudge, first of all, is a feeling of deep seated resentment and kind of like ill will towards someone. I think chips on your shoulders is different than a grudge.
You think so?
Yeah.
Explain to me. Break it down to me like fractions.
All right, a chip on your shoulder could just be like a reminder to be competitive.
Okay.
Like you just want the edge. I just got a chip on my shoulder today, bro. You know what I'm saying? To give you that extra. But when you have a grudge, see the chip on your shoulder. Let me go. The chip on my shoulder isn't necessarily directed towards anyone. It's just something that I'm holding, right?
A reminder.
Exactly. But the grudge is specifically towards someone that I'm still holding on my shoulders, and it's gonna be negative energy.
Right.
That I'm harboring. And I could harbor it for I don't know how long.
Right.
And you may not even know I have a grudge against you.
Okay.
So that's what I mean by
I get
it. and the thing is though, it's like you don't know who you may know that either may have a grudge against you, a grudge against other people, and you may know those people and you may be cool with those people, but they have grudges. Now, how do you operate within that?
Oh. Well, you stay neutral. You like friends.
Oh, no, bro. Ain't no neutral over here, bro.
You stay neutral like friends.
Nah.
Like
or Switzerland.
Like Switzerland.
But see, no. You're going to have to take it a step further, and you're just going to have to decide what you're going to do, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so.
But can I ask a question?
Yeah,
Y'all answer this question for me. What does their like if it's my woman or something like that, or my brother, family like close, or my children, if they don't like you, I don't like you. As simple as that. But if it's just a friend and a friend, what does their business have to do with me?
All right. Well, first of all, I've been around a lot of people from time to time, like in what I be doing and just who I know. And I know certain friends I can't put around each other anyway, whether they have a grudge or not. Okay. I just know that energy ain't gonna work.
Right.
I've had two different type of gangsters, and you put them in a pot, they're gonna blow up. I've had squares and this dude too, and it's not gonna work. But then you have people that just regular people, and they just don't like a particular person, but you hang with both of them, and then if you're active and you end up bumping into both of them, now it's that awkward ass shit. And if you gotta stop both of them from doing something to each other, then you see what I'm saying. Now you're into that. I don't like to be in those particular positions. So
but why would you have to choose sides? I guess is my question, because he ain't did nothing to me. He ain't did nothing to me.
Hey man,
you get what I'm saying? Like,
I'm telling you, man, it's a lot harder than just saying it like that.
I get what you're saying. I guess that's why my circle's so small.
Because it's like
just me.
Because it's like either way it go. If you side with somebody, the other person gonna be like, oh, so you fucking with them?
Exactly.
After, you know what I'm saying? What I told you. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna, you know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, man, like I'll say this, you know, and man, you know, I'm not necessarily gonna say it's tough because like I kind of know why the person distanced themselves from the other person.
Right.
Like, I know the backstory. You know what I'm saying? So. But it's still in a way, it's like, dang man, I can't. You know, I really want them to work out their differences,
to squash this.
You know what I'm saying? To squash it, but I can't. I mean, I gotta ride with my partner. I don't have no ill will.
Okay, so
what you do with both of your partners though, Mitch?
I'm saying, okay, I'm about to ask that question because I'm like, so what if it's like you grew up with both of them? They both your partners. Y'all tight.
I did.
Yeah.
Y'all been tight, y'all.
And that's,
you know what I'm saying, 10 toes down with each other.
And that's the thing. So it's like this. Damn, I hate to say it like this, but the person who came to me and told me their story first,
that's who you ride with.
That's where the loyalty go. I mean, and me and the person, I will say this, me and the person, we are a little bit closer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Than that other person, but we all came up together. And if I could put them in a room, like how you said, to be in a pot. If I could put them in a room together and really just sit down and be like, "Yo, this is stupid." Because look, they're tighter with each other than me. Like, they really super tight.
Well, my question is, why can't you do that? If you they boy, y'all tight.
You don't want to do that. They give you too much power in that shit, and now you really in it.
Everybody's not, sensible, man. I say this, man, and I'm gonna let you and those get back on topic. But I'm gonna say this, man. Like, I haven't had that many people, luckily, that I fell out with, you know what I'm saying, in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing 50, but the one person that I had, like probably my biggest fallout with, that was like my dog. Like, we did everything together. Like, the statute of limitations had passed, but it was on one of them type of things. Like, we had done so much together, and I never knew what caused
the breakup.
He had the grudge with me.
Right.
I just happened to look up one day, and this was, probably at the beginning of social media a lot. And I'm like, I can't believe this nigga talk about me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And other people chiming in with him, and we made up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The craziest thing is, when my mom passed, he was, at the wake, and we hadn't talked in like years. But he popped up,
right,
and we picked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never left off, but it's a thin line, man. It's a thin line, man. And I hate when friendships be lost like that. So I try not to hold grudges. If I always will be the first to. I'm just a person be like, hey, if I offended you, you know what I'm saying, holler at me about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I guess I'm just different since I wasn't. My closest friends in Chicago, we never really had a problem. But I've never really had a close friend like that here in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say how I will react to it. And since I've been in Georgia, my dealing with people is at arm's length. You get what I'm saying? I don't expect anything, so I won't be disappointed. You get what I'm saying? I always expect them to be them, but I don't expect me out of them. So if I treat them good or whatever,
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? I expect that, they're going to be who they are. But I don't really trust people really hard. So I guard myself to a point to where I don't have to stress about it. Like, if a person has a grudge with me and don't want to talk to me, I'm cool with that. Kick rocks. I'm not finna delve into why and how come, and not saying that's just what you did. But I'm not going to do that because that's just not the route I want to take.
I was more curious. I never really went to the person, but I still, in a moment, she'd be like, damn, like, what did I do?
But if they start doing petty shit to me, I'm going to be petty. Now, I'm trying to get out of that. I'm trying to get like 20-25
Don't match that petty.
I'm gonna be less petty, but
it's crazy you say that, man. A buddy of mine, man, I don't know if Carlos is watching, man. One of my partners, Carlos, man, he was just telling me, we were at tailgate a couple of weeks ago, and he was like, I be having to talk to you, Mitch, because you're just too nice. You're too nice to people, man. You gotta start, and I just be like, I'm not with the get back. It take more energy to be trying to, you know what I'm saying, to get back. I got other shit I'm trying to accomplish, man. You know what I'm saying? So that bar for bar stuff, I be missing with that, man.
Slick say if you're neutral, you can't tell one what the other is saying and vice versa.
If you neutral, they're gonna say you fake. Cause somebody ain't gonna be able to. Neither one of them can trust you, cause they can't trust the person you dealing with.
I'm Switzerland. Miss Mix-a-Lot says, I let a 30-year friendship go by because I take friendship seriously.
And speaking of that, y'all will see on my timeline, I just posted something about that. A pic of me when I was younger, and everybody in that pic I can still talk to, pull up on, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no gonna be no animosity. We got memories. We be laughing and talking. That's basically because, one, I kind of have good judgment with who I choose to hang around or call and put in my circle. And then if I did have any type of beef or at once disagreements or arguments with them, I don't hold no grudge against them. Simple as that. But a couple of reasons why I don't hold grudges, I mean, like, they keep you suspended in a negative state of mind, and the energy builds up within, and usually it's going to lead to some anger. Remembering a person experience or whatever happened to you, that's going to trigger it. And then, I mean, it's hard to forget a grudge. Some of the people that you have a grudge against, like I say, they may not even know it. And, you just may be in the person's environment and not interacting with them, but just don't like them. Sometimes it's the ones that you either work with or You could just be going to a particular place where they work and you are a customer there or something, and you just show there frequently, and just, just anything. People just don't like you, or like I say, it could be you're hanging with someone and then it's a person that they just met or they like, or just coming back to them, and then they want to put distance between it because
people will really think that you trying to steal their friend from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a real thing,
right?
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
I see it more prevalent with females than males, but dudes will be like that too. They be like, "Who is this? Who is this guy?" You know what I'm saying? So
I've never experienced that. This is just some new stuff I'm hearing. Like, if I'm being friends with somebody and I introduce you to this person, then we all gonna kick it. Like, I'm hoping anyway. I'm not thinking there's gonna be any animosity, especially if you just met this person.
What up,
y'all might be tighter than me.
True.
Yeah, and that's why I say sometimes, because if you have a grudge with someone, Lab, would you let them know? Would you discuss that? Would you communicate that and let them know? You know what I'm saying?
They gonna know.
Okay.
Because I'm such a
direct person,
a good friend and direct. Like, I'm gonna help you out where I can. You gonna know I'm not something's wrong, because I'm gonna stop doing that. Like, it's just the way it goes. Like, I don't know what it is in me. It's just like, and it could be not even something that they did. Like, it could be a distance, something done, and I get a feeling. I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking with them no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just something that comes over me. Like, I get those feelings a lot, and I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking with them no more.
It definitely, man. It's depending on how the person move, how they slide, because and I don't want this to offend any of the guys that may be watching this, but me and those, we've had this conversation before, like, especially guys with kids. Like, if you're on some bullshit with your kids, I can't really,
I can't really, that whole kid thing, because I don't expect people to be me, and I'm not trying to cut y'all off.
No, you good.
But I sacrifice a lot to where it's my 3 children, and I got 3 children by one person. We were married for a whole time. You get what I'm saying? I sacrifice a lot to raise my children, and I feel like, regardless if you with the mama or not, you should still take care of your children. Like, you shouldn't be paying child support and that's it, or not seeing them. That's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, I never, like, when I know people be on some stuff like that, I never be the one to call them out.
Right.
I'm not gonna preach to you no sermon. Like you said, you gotta be like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's, as much as maybe it'll look in public or on, so I'm not a perfect dad. I'm just an active dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And like, I just know, like, me and him, we really be on that. Like, if you're not doing right by your kids, I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Your kids,
I can't learn nothing from you. I can't be around that.
Yeah,
like you do nothing for me if you can't help a version of you first of all. Then that's the future.
Right.
So like, you sabotaging what's ahead of us by not taking care of your seed. I don't even need to be around you, man. Like, that's,
and I take it one step further. If you dating somebody and y'all having grown up wrestling a lot of times and hanging out and doing all the stuff that a couple would do, you still should respect that child. Like, I feel like that child, you shouldn't do anything to hurt that child. Like, children is just a whole nother level to
off
me.
limits.
You get what I'm saying? Like, children to me is off limits. Like, if I'm adult wrestling with you and you got a child or children already, and I know this, then I'm gonna feed your children. I'm gonna do what I need to do is necessary.
Absolutely.
For your children. I'm not gonna come there with a bag of food,
Happy Meals,
and then be in the corner and be like, man, I don't know what your daddy gonna do for you. Like, it's just not gonna happen that way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen that way. I'm gonna feed them children first, just like I would do if they was mine, because we adult wrestling, we doing everything. So why not respect them?
I think, not to cut you out, but family grudges are the worst.
I was just about to say, you have grudges with family.
Grudges, man, because I think we all, and I'm not sure, I can't speak for everybody. I grew up in a time, I'll say, where, like, I didn't ever really see people in my family not getting along. Like, it may be behind closed doors, they may have had beef, but holidays, everybody get together. You know what I'm saying? People may have too much to drink, then you know what I'm saying. It pop off then, but
Right.
other than that, everybody happy to see each other. Everybody spending the night at the crib. You know what I'm saying. As kids, you know, you put the pallets on the floor. You got the blankets laid out, stuff like that. But as time has progressed, man, it just seems like I see more family feuds. And you know what I'm saying? People, you know, holding grudges, and this, you know, Big Mama won't want that, man.
Right. Let me. Miss Mix-a-Lot said I should have brought my tired ass to the show. I got too much to say. Slick
Hey, Mix-a-Lot, what's happening, baby?
Miss Mix-a-Lot?
Yeah.
Slick say people be competing with you and you don't even know it.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's I want to ask y'all this too. Then, first of all, I'm gonna say this: grudges last as long as you hold them. So, how long do we be holding these grudges if we gonna grudge on somebody? I don't really try to hold it, man, because, like I say, it really drains you, man.
It does.
You know.
I agree with you. I had to learn that too, though. It's like I was a forever grudge holder. Forever. Like you do something wrong to me, you might as well wrap it up and pack it up and move on out. Cause I could be literally in the room with you, and you could be around a whole bunch of people, and I speak to everybody but you.
Man, that's obviously putting it out there, man.
That's hardcore, right there.
Right.
Man,
and to the point to y'all could be in a huddle, and I'm gonna shake everybody. What's up, bro? What's up, girl? Hey, cuz, what's up? So when I get to you, be like,
Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm that way too.
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like staring you down or nothing like that.
Right.
But if we, you know what I'm saying, on any kind of level, got some kind of beef going, I'm not speaking to you, man.
Right. I'm just not gonna speak to you.
Ain't nothing to say.
Not gonna do it. Like even, and I'm gonna put my business out here just a little bit. You know, I got two sisters, and I never really dealt with them because they was raised separately. They was raised with their father's mother, and I was raised with our mother. You get what I'm saying? So we was raised in two separate households, two separate incomes. They had a silver spoon. You get what I'm saying? So they lived a good life. And when I was little, I held a big grudge against them when I was younger because they had a silver spoon in their mouth. They didn't have to struggle with one for anything. And then when they got older, they decided to blow everything. And I'm here, I'm like struggling all my whole life. And then when I get in the college, then here you come calling me about money. No. And I held a grudge. I had to let that grudge go. I still don't really, because I never really
messed with him like that.
Mess with him or talk to him like that. So I really don't really talk to him like, oh, I need to talk to my sister today or nothing. That's just not something I do because that's not something that's ever been done. But I had to let that grudge go because I held on that grudge all the way through college. And I went to college early. I was in college at 16. I held it all the way till I got my undergrad degree. I mean, everything. I held that grudge. I just felt like, man, y'all was living a good life. Like,
you had to fight.
I had to fight for every dime. I had to, all my life, I had to fight.
Hey, I think y'all both know why I'm about to take this shot, though. And, yeah. Okay. And then,
can I say this, man?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead before.
Upset,
right.
Are we gonna pour something out for Fido, man?
Right.
Boy, hey, man, if I say what I really want,
you can't put on out.
I'm gonna take a shot.
You gotta take a shot for Fido. You gotta take a shot for Fido.
Y'all don't, man. Give me the goddamn.
Fido don't have 9 lives.
Hey, man, this for Fido.
Fido don't have 9 lives.
I don't like that though. I don't like that though. But this for Fido.
Fido don't have 9 lives.
This for Fido. For y'all that just now tuning in, just explain to you why I'm taking these crazy ass shots, and I really don't want to. I think I just unalived something on the way here. It ran into me because I damn sure wasn't trying to mess up my Cammy, like I just said. And
it was in the street first. You ran into it,
bro. All I'm gonna say, the hair's still on my grill, man. We already done went on YouTube. We already done went on. We already done went on. You know what I'm saying? Chrome, trying to figure out how much grills cost and all this, man. So when I wake up tomorrow, man, thank goodness I ain't gotta work though. But when I wake up tomorrow. Waking up tomorrow when I leave the house here, bro, and I go look at that, man. So I'm just holding all this together to give y'all the Dosed Up episode, man. But my mind really outside somewhere in the driveway, y'all. Like, hell no, just hell no. And I'm just to put the icing on the cake, Mitch. Before I even came to scoop you, bro. I showed Mom Dukes. I was like, you see these paw prints all on my car? Look like a little cat was on this motherfucker when it was snowing. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. All it takes is a quick little wash.
See, you holding a grudge against that dog or that
whatever that
bro,
was
that ran across the street
I
in front of you.
practice what I preach. I ain't gonna hold no grudge.
I ain't gonna hold no more grudges against the fight.
Don't hold no grudge, bro.
Okay.
Don't hold no grudge. But on the way home, man, y'all, I'm not here. I just told y'all I ain't even all the way here. If anybody want to talk to me and call in on the show about these grudges and judgment, though, the number is 678-740-9894.
That's right.
All right, now.
I didn't mean to cut you
no, go ahead.
But I was gonna say this too. You know, those got our show pulled.
Oh, you want to put me out there last week?
We got to run the giveaway back.
He done put me out there like that.
You can't watch the previous episode.
Right.
Mr. Band in the USA got our episode.
Hey, in the USA. I'm going to watch what I say now, though, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
So,
See,
you know. But now you got to be, we do have to be like extremely careful about things that we say on here, man.
Yeah, we walking on eggshells up in this mug.
Them people listening, man.
That's a good thing, though, y'all. Listening to the community. It's the community, y'all. So I ain't finna piss the community off, but get a look at his face, y'all, because y'all gonna keep seeing more of me, Mr. Community. Now, what I do want to get into, because I hadn't touched on it just yet, is I want to talk about one of the universal laws, though. Because you know what I'm saying? This whole year right here is supposed to be on some universal laws, because we putting this energy back out into the universe and making it come back to us in a positive way. So the first one for today I have is free will, which is pretty much the freedom to move as you choose naturally. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can think what you want. You can even act as you choose. You have the freedom to do as such, right? If you have the will to do it as well, you can try it. But there are other universal laws which will help mitigate what you're doing based on who you are, and what you're doing is in the universe and the atmosphere. It's going to come back to you. So free will doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, you're predestined to always make the right decisions just because you have the freedom to do what you do. So that's one of them. I'm going to give you a second one, and then I'm going to leave the other one for a little bit later on. But the second one is the law of one, which is pretty much like a collective conscious. We all are one on this planet, believe it or not. Because what I do can affect a lot of people. I don't know if I can affect the whole planet, but I know I can affect certain people that may not want to be affected. Basically by what I'm doing now, talking on a podcast. But when you put that energy out, whoever is around you in your immediate environment can affect you. So that's kind of like keeping you as a collective as far as the law is one. Where we messing up at is we don't try to believe in one positive thing or be harmonious and sync with everyone to really make that law effective.
Right, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But do you feel like like people can do you know what I'm saying, achieve that though? That's tough, bro.
I mean, you know, nothing now.
People going everywhere. Man.
What up, P?
You know, I'm gonna tell you something crazy that you brought that up, and man, this is dicey. No, ain't nothing bad.
As long as we word it right.
Yeah, nothing bad being discussed. Nothing bad being discussed. But I was just, you know, I be in rabbit holes. You know what I'm saying? Like
I love that. Hey, go ahead, bugs.
Can't sleep, man. So I was just watching a guy talk about segregation and integration. So he was just like, you know, talk to some of your people, you know, from the South. When they had their own restaurants, they had their own tailor shops, they had their own music, you know, record shops, they had all of that, you know, and just ask them how much fun they were having. All your dollars were going back
recycled within
into
you.
the, you know what I'm saying, the community and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I look at other models of other countries, how they're still honing in on one thing, and they never want us to introduce Western cultures. You know what I'm saying to them. You know what I'm saying. So it's just crazy, man. You know who told us that this was cool? We already was cool.
There's a book about the South called The Devil We Know that you guys should read. If you're talking about that, and they talking about how the political party. I know we're gonna get back on subject, but since you brought it up, how much political power Black folks had when we were all concentrated in the southern states.
Well,
then we migrated to Chicago, New York, and stuff like that. But when we were more concentrated in, you know, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, and stuff like. I think it was Florida, but when we were more concentrated in the southern states, we had more political power. And he was saying that we should get back to that. We should migrate back, and then we'll have that whole political power space block because we will have, you know, a lot more stuff that goes towards, because we always say what they doing for us. He was saying like that would be because we're so spread out now and with so many different aspects. The only problem I had with that and when I read the book was that our mindsets are different now. We're more on the one individual than the one connected. Absolutely. You get what I'm saying? We're more of an individual project than we are as a piece of a collective project. You get what I'm saying? So we can't build together because we all have our own mindsets of what the building should look like. You get what I'm saying? So it won't work anymore.
Here's the thing, though. I kind of beg to differ that because the blueprint, to me, one of the best blueprints that I've seen, I would say to me that I can relate to that's current, because there were good blueprints that our ancestors had too, was the 60s blueprint, the 60s movement. That was all about knowledge of self. And I said 60s now because 70s and 80s, like, that trickled down to the 70s and 80s as far as with rap, when we were hearing like KRS-One, My Philosophy and stuff like that, right? But now let me just yoke it right back to the 60s. All right, we had our own commerce, meaning like our own businesses. When we were separated pretty much, that was the power. Because whatever resources we had, whatever money we had, and the unity we had was the bargaining shit, was what we needed to. That's what you have to do to break us up. You see what I'm saying? And if we get back to that, boy.
But you see, but that still ties into Grudges and Judgment, because they were holding grudges that we were still making a way out of no way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
which is what we always going to do.
You get what I'm saying? Like, we were, you know, you think about Oklahoma and all that stuff, you know, Black Wall Street, we were making ways out of no way. You know, just if we can't be with you, then we'll do it ourselves. You get what I'm saying? We'll just sell amongst ourselves. And I believe what happened, and this is just my opinion, and I read a lot of books, is my opinion is that they saw the amount of money that we were generating among ourselves, and they was like, we can't have that. We need them tax dollars. We need to break that up. You get what I'm saying? Because they're still thriving and striving without us. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. We didn't need their help.
Right.
Because we literally started getting it out of the mud, in the dirt. And I'm not talking about no hustling. I mean growing shit, building shit. You see what I'm saying? Making things. And then we had the resources to do it. Plus, believe it or not, the land to do it until it was taken.
Yeah, I mean, you think, you say back to the 60s, there was that 2 or 3 generations from slavery.
We always the workers.
We were already building their houses and the roads and plant. We showed them how to plant, grow crops. We showed them all that stuff. So,
you know, it's people are getting back to that. You know, I have a Facebook friend. I don't know if she's watching, but melanated growers. I got a couple of folks, man. You know, free knowledge, man. They'll teach you how to do the stuff. Have them come out there, wish you, you know, all that stuff right there, man. So it's good to see that some people are, you know, getting back to that.
Right.
It's never left. It's always been here. This is ours.
I think the problem that we have, though, is it's not that we don't want to learn it. It's just that they have that regulated stuff so much. Like in New York, you can't even have a garden. Like, it's illegal to have a garden. Like, if you go see a vacant lot, like it was like a melanated grower type group. It was a vacant lot. They cleared the vacant lot, cleared all. It was in an impoverished neighborhood, and started growing vegetables. And they told them they couldn't do that. It was illegal for them to grow vegetables in that area.
I'm just gonna throw this out to my viewers. I've seen strawberries grown in the Home Depot bucket. So,
right.
Yeah, you can do certain things. But you're right about that, though, Lab, man. And I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is for right now until certain things get turned upside down. Okay, we can
go back to the Grudges and Judgment.
Now, yeah. You already know.
Yeah.
So with the judgment is a process of forming an opinion or evaluation by comparing and discerning. You know what I'm saying? And not all judgment though is correct. And for judgment, we do have a judicial system.
Mm-hmm.
And also we tend to judge people ourselves.
The black people system.
Yes, we judge by appearances, which not all, I mean, you know, okay, I'll put it to you like this. If you see a snake, right, you're going to judge that. That's what it is, right? Mm-hmm. A snake going to bite you, right?
Right.
But can you tell whether it's poisonous or not?
Not until you bit.
Exactly. Do you want it to bite you?
Not really.
So when you see that snake, are you just going to judge it as what it is?
Yeah.
Are you judging it by its cover?
Yep. If I don't know nothing about that snake,
that's all I'm trying to get to.
I'm gonna say it's the most deadliest snake ever.
Hey, or you just gonna be like, whatever it is, I'm seeing a snake.
Right.
Which is basically bringing me to the thought of the day, or like the phrase or something like that of the day is pretty much like whatever you are looking at is an indication of what you see. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I said an indication, because like I just said, we looking at a snake. But nothing is indicating whether it's poisonous.
It's like when somebody tell you that the dog chased them and you think it's like the biggest dog.
You just said dog.
Oh, Lord.
He done triggered those. Go ahead. I'm going to step out for a second. Hold on. Let me take a swing or something.
It's like when somebody telling you a story about a dog chasing them and you probably think it's like a Rottweiler.
Right.
And you roll back past and it'd be like a little bit
Chihuahua.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? So it's always the visual, man.
Right.
Was it a white dog with white hair?
It's the visual, and it is also the delivery of how you're telling me the story. So if you come to me and say there's a snake in the yard and don't give me any context to what kind of snake is it a small snake or a big snake, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the lawnmower out and get rid of that snake.
Lawnmower, man.
Story time with me.
I got a story too. Go ahead.
Story time with me.
Go ahead. And when you do your story, I want to hear one Love Doc thing too, Love Doc. Go ahead, the story it up.
Okay. So story time. Man. I moved to Southwest Atlanta in 1986. I had gone to a private school. You probably know this story, but I had gone to private school. Our Lady of Lourdes on Boulevard. I had gone to private school all my life, so I had to wear a uniform. All my life, you know what I'm saying. And you know, my parents weren't. I mean, they weren't like squares, but they were adults. They didn't know what the kids were wearing, no stuff like that, whatever. So I moved. I think I was 9. I might have been 9. I was still at that age where you still kind of play with toys a little bit. You know, kind of like that. But like I always tell people who aren't from there, Southwest Atlanta's a whole nother planet. Even for kids. It's just a whole different type of Yeah, Southwest Atlanta's just different. It's just a different. So like maybe a couple of days before school started, I remember my parents was like, we're gonna take you shopping, you know what I'm saying, school shopping, and you know, you can get what you want. But like I said, I ain't want to be stuck in Burlington Coat Factory all day looking at clothes. So I was kind of like in a mood, and my parents were just on some shit like, well, we just gonna
get whatever's
on the clearance rack. You know what I'm saying? So I'll never forget this day as long as I live. My first day at 5th grade, though. I was starting 5th grade, so that was definitely the time where, you know, you really kind of like fading out who's cool.
Yeah.
Who's probably a nerd, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So the first day at West Manor, I just let my parents, they picked out my outfit for school.
Shit.
So I had on like this pink polo style shirt, but it was made out of football. Like,
boy, they hit you with that jersey.
And I had on like some cargo shorts, man, and like some black Pumas, man. And like back then, you know, parents like I'll take off and sit at my daughter's orientation. Like if she, you know, got something at school, what's the, you know, first day, I'm there.
Right.
But back then, my folks like, shit, we gotta go to work.
Right.
So they dropped me off. I'm in the auditorium by myself. I ain't know nobody there. Man, when I tell you these kids laughed at me, I'm talking about the entire orientation the whole time, man. Because of what I had on.
Oh, okay.
They ain't know I was cool as
they
hell,
didn't know you
man.
was fly.
You know what I'm saying?
They judged you by your appearance.
They immediately judged
He'll
me, man.
tell you if I saw.
Oh
hey,
man,
bro, look here, but on
I didn't meet those until 6th grade. So, but if you was out of pocket, oh my God, he was the worst. He'll join you to death. But these kids, man, for a good month or two, I'm talking about, man, they gave me hell, man. And the funniest thing was, I remember coming home after the first day of school. I told my mama, I was like, man, I got to get some new clothes. My mama said, I told your ass when we was at the store. So my birthday's in October. So my mom's like, if you can last until your birthday, we'll get you, you know, we'll type. But what was cool about it was, after a while, you know, the dudes that was ragging on me, they gave me some of their love, because they was like, you can't hang with us if you gotta be having this shit on. So yeah, but it's judging, man. You automatically see something, you know. And one thing I prided myself on, and we'll jump back on topic. One thing I prided myself on in high school, and this is one of the things that always makes me feel good, is people, because like I said, as you go on, they divvy you up, man. You know, I mean, you ain't trying to, you know, you got athletes, you got, you know, scholars, you got the cool people, you know what I'm saying, smoking reefer and whatnot. Everybody tells me, like, from each group, like, you never judged me, Mitch.
Right.
Like, you always was like, you was cool with everybody.
Right.
So I always kind of try to pride myself on not judge, because you can learn something from everybody. I mean, that's just me personally, man. I try to learn something from everybody.
Slick said they talked about your ass bad.
Hey, man, look here. Hey, okay. So,
our parents don't understand. Go ahead.
man, look at here. I'm just saying, to piggyback off of his story, so that I wouldn't have to have memories of getting ragged on and shit. I mean, you know, first of all, I had to get the clothes myself, because I know if I let my dad damn near do it, I'd be right in that situation, which is kind of why I had to learn how to Joan, because you can't stop your folks from buying shit for you. And you know what I'm saying? All it took was, I can remember this to this day, but that nigga got on them Jesse Owen Nikes. Well, somebody said that when I stepped through the door, and I was like, never again. All right, bet that up. I got you. Okay. So you gotta have thick skin.
Kids can be cruel,
man.
Boy.
Cruel. I'm trying to tell you, but
I think when I was in school, I didn't have a whole bunch of money. I didn't have no dad to take me and go. It was just me and my mom, you know, pretty much, and we were dirt poor. But I was just so. I guess I just had so much. I was just so fly because I was just like, I don't care. No, you know what I'm saying?
Confidence in yourself.
I was confident. Like I just was fly. Like
confidence will take you a long way.
Back then,
man.
I would go to the thrift store. Like I would go. My grandma stayed on the south side of Chicago, so I would go to the thrift store out there and way up in the white folks' neighborhood, Dalton, Calumet City, and go back. Like I was the first one that had a trench coat on. Like I had a wool trench coat
Mike,
for the winter. You know, they was like, that's fly. You know, I guess it was just different than my best friend. When his mama buy him something, she would buy me something. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't really have that struggle where people joined me. I think I got John one time.
It's in you, man. It ain't on you.
Right. I think I got John one time, but he tried to John. Let's put it that way, because I was already a pro at this. I think I came out to shoot knowing how to John. It was just, you know what I'm saying? It was just, he started it. You know, I think I had on some. I think I had that summer, that winter, I had like 3 pair of jeans. He saw I had wore the one pair twice. And he would start to John. I said, and I knew his mama name. See, I told somebody about this. I knew his mama name. I said, but Charlotte bought me these jeans, so I didn't. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was pro at this. I knew how to do this from the beginning. So it was no, everybody say, well, I ain't gonna John Lee because he a little bit different with it, and I was, but it was all in fun, you know. Whatever. I just didn't and I never judged anybody. It just was what it was. Then when I went to high school so far away, you couldn't jump. I was all the way in Ravenswood. There was no.
Wasn't that going on out there?
Yeah.
The tricky thing about judgment, though, it doesn't always involve people. Meaning, like you judging a person. It could be judging a particular situation. What I mean by that is, let's just say, knowing me, man, I be looking at all this stuff on YouTube and all these things. And so let's just say you go up and you see somebody mountain climbing, and they think they can make the judgment of going up like a couple of 100 feet high, going off on the ledge, hanging off with one hand, and taking a pic. Now, if something goes wrong, a bad judgment, bad decision. All right, judgment, like sometimes people think, maybe it may not snow, maybe I can do this and get away with it, maybe I can not go to the grocery store, or maybe I'll just pass this gas station up or something because I think I can make it home. You're judging a particular situation. You're trying to predict something. And
Me.
You know, yeah, me too.
I got a question in the
What's
chat,
up,
man.
bro? What's the question?
What's going on, Renee? She said, "What are your thoughts about being judged by something you have or had no control over, like natural beauty, attitude, confidence, etc.?"
That's an awesome question. With that being said, you would have more than likely have developed your confidence, developed your character, and you would have already probably broken yourself and dissected yourself and looked at yourself and observed, probably almost insulted yourself in I don't know how many different ways to accept that, to understand what your situation is. But I always feel like it's unfair. I see it a little bit less, but back in the day, like other generations, you saw more empathy, sympathy, and compassion for, we'll just say, maybe someone who was born maybe with a defect or something like that, or not, you know. But other than that, you know, like I say, it's unfair if you judge somebody like that can't have a control over the particular situation. But still, it's going to happen because people are insensitive. You know, that just depends on you.
And I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
You know, I think our skin is way more thicker than like these. You know what I'm saying? YNs.
Oh yeah, bro. They be sensitive
because, and then too, what taps into it a lot is. And I hate to always make it the bad guy, but social media. Yeah, when you see you know see something happen to somebody, the first thing everybody got their phone, taping them. You know what I'm saying? You fall down the steps. People got their moment. You know what I'm saying? Content. They got their phone on it, man.
Everybody wants to go viral off.
They want to go viral, man. And I mean that can definitely play tricks, you know, on these young kids, because they're not strong enough to handle that, man. You know that's like I've got to be sure. That's definitely the cause of depression.
Well, let me ask you a question though, to both of us, to all of us. You know, I'm 54. You almost 50. I don't know how old those is. 40.
You right, yo.
But do you think we would have had thicker skin if social media was around when we were younger? Though, you say these kids don't have thicker skin, but how do you think we would have react or judged or hold grudges against certain people because of what we see on social media? Because I believe we would have been just as thin-skinned.
No, we got thicker skin because we're judged and we got to hear it in real time from the person because we wasn't all on the internet.
I'm saying if social media was a thing,
existed back then.
If it existed back then, I think we would have had maybe not as difficult as time with it, but I think we would have had a little bit of difficulty with it.
Well, look at it like this. When I compare the time to back then to now,
we didn't have it though, so
we don't have. So we really can't really say.
Yeah. But I was just getting ready to go down there. I was like, Then I thought about. I was gonna say I was gonna think about how if we had people doing things to each other violent wise, and I'm like the Miami boys. If we had cameras back then, BMF, if we had cameras back then, you know what I'm saying? Like social media back then. Yeah.
Well, can you imagine somebody saying he got them Justin Oye Nikes, taking a picture of it and then posting on social media?
Yeah,
he got them Justin Oye Nikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would
the world to see?
Yeah. This is I couldn't tell you how I would have responded because it's revolutionary with you know what I'm saying with that.
I think our parents talk well. I'll say this, Lab. I think, and I try to do it, you know, with my daughter. I think our parents just instilled, like, they talk to us different.
Yeah, they did.
We like. I do. I know. I hold back. I hold back. I think exactly, Dre. This is exactly what I'm about to say. I hold back because, and I had awesome parents,
right?
Great parents,
right?
But they were a little bit over the top as far as the message. It's a lot of cursing,
a lot of cursing,
and I mean I can, but I would never. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that my parents said to me. It's no way. I would say any of that around my daughter.
I think we still would have had some thick skin though, because think about this. Look at what we overcame. Look at what we were being told and said to our face.
We were fresh out of that, really.
And we had you had to deal with that in real time, and it ain't no online. So if you could deal with it in real time and online, you be like, man, that motherfucker don't even know who I am, man. You can't see me. That's kind of how I am. I do it now. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, keyboard warriors. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with both of you. I think what Mitch was saying about our parents, because my great grandmother, and I had the pleasure of knowing all three of them: great grandmother, great grandmother, and grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And my great grandmother was, coming out of Mississippi in the 20s and 30s. If she thought it, I think I've been called a pissy polecat so many times. I don't even know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what it is.
I done heard a polecat
I don't even know what it is, but I've been called that so many times.
Not a polecat, bro.
Like if she acted, but I was a rebellious type child too. Mm-hmm. So she would ask me certain things, and she'd say like, "Oh, you think fat meat not grease?" Like, like it was just certain things she would say to you.
Grandma sounds slick as hell. Fat meat not greasy.
And I did have the pleasure of my grandfather and my grandmother raising me, and my grandfather, he wasn't no
coddler.
No coddler at all. Like it was no I love you or none. I mean I knew he loved me. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But it was no come hug me or none of that. It was like none of that went on. But he was just a different person. And I don't remember ever being like, my granddaddy don't love me. It was just like,
that was how it was.
What's up, buddy? And he'd be like,
look,
get out my face. Different in front of the damn TV. Something like that. But you get what I'm saying? Like, it was just different.
You think that's man, my I got a boss he's younger than me, you know what I'm saying? So I was telling him, I was like, bro, man, hey man, parents back in the day. And he was like, what? I was like, man, my dad was like, you can stay, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to have to do this and this and this. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, I heard that. I was like, yeah, but I was 6. Yeah. He started laughing. I was like 6? Man. Damn, I thought you were like 18, bro.
That's even fun. That is even funnier. And I distinctly, because my dad, he was more of the laid back. He would, but my mom was on 10 all the time. And what was really cool about growing up was too, when I got to high school, my house was kind of like, if your friends get to arguing with their parents, they can come over here. Now I got to talk to their parents, and they can stay here until the shit cool down. But I need to talk to their parents. That's how my mom and dad were. Right. And that's like always. That. I think my mom. But the funniest thing was when my friends would get over there with my mama, and shit just started going off. It's ready to go back home. So I grew up with a lot, and it's funny that you talk about. They said that when you were 6, I'll never forget my mama telling me, like when I was 10, 11, wasn't even really thinking about messing around with no girls and nothing. And she would just like walk past me and just be like, if you get somebody pregnant, you gotta move out here. You gotta I'm like 11, 12 years old. And my mama like,
12.
You gotta get somebody pregnant.
Yeah, she's trying to stop you while you at before you get to 14, 15 and all that.
I had 5 uncles, so I got to it pretty raw when it came to the sections. I'm not gonna go into it, but it was raw. Like my uncles, all of us in that house, it was raw. Like my youngest uncle, he probably 10 years older than me, if not a little bit less than that. But that's just to show you how close we all were. I wasn't raised like a nephew, I was raised like a brother. And it was just raw, like when it came to certain things and doing certain things.
Come in, young buck.
It just was never any coddling going on. Slick says, shit is easier now than it was
to us. It is
for us as kids. We wasn't smoking with our kids, dating our kids, etc. Dating our kids, friends, etc. So the boundaries weren't crossed. You get what I'm saying? Like
these kids got choices too.
Right.
Well,
they got options.
They got options. A lot of options.
It was one option for dinner every night. You know what I'm saying? You gonna eat what I cook, or you gonna make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It wasn't even that option.
Bro,
you know that's 2 options.
Or starve. No,
right.
So. Hey y'all, man! I just thought about the ride home, y'all. Y'all already see. Go ahead, y'all already see. Yeah, thought about the ride home, man. Oh my God, y'all.
You gonna have to let that go,
bro. And look, lad, he really finna blow a gasket when I say this. But when we were coming in, we were both kind of looking at each other like, it's not. He'll have you thinking the whole front end. Go, man.
Bro, she's smiling and she got a snaggle tooth. That's all I'm gonna say, man. God. Her lashes gone, shawty. She had them big ones too. But all right,
absolutely,
man.
Uncle Bro.
All right,
Monkey,
so here we
what's
go.
Up, Taylor?
I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the judgment. So let's just say when you get about this is a disclaimer. All right, with the judicial system, there can be mistakes, which is why you are innocent until proven guilty. I think that is correct. Okay, you are innocent until proven guilty right about now. All right, but there are some people that have had to do time and have been judged through judgment that were innocent and were released, thank goodness, after that. But the whole point that I'm trying to make with the judicial system is it is a set up process, which means that society does have a particular conscience or acknowledgement that there has to be a process or procedure or some observation or something presented before you start making judgments on people.
I wish I could show Lab this picture I posted the other day. I was in the Beautiful. I think you might have.
Beautiful. You know they got breakfast on Saturdays again.
Okay,
now,
they brought it back. Cool beans.
Yeah.
That was one of the only places open.
I can't eat that.
Why you can't?
We won't do
You
the
gonna have to
slander.
explain that.
We'll talk about that off camera.
Oh,
We'll talk about it off camera.
Shit.
We'll talk about that off
My
camera.
bad, y'all. Yeah,
But,
okay.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
It was the only
Appreciate
thing.
you,
It was the
Doc.
only thing open Saturday when I finally did get out the house. It was the only thing open Saturday, so I slid through there after I got my haircut. So right when you walk in, they got this cardboard cutout of a man, and his pants
Oh
are
yeah.
down. Like his pants are down, like around. You know what I'm saying? Below the waist.
Yeah, they below the
waist, but
ass.
it's showing the boxes
His cheeks out.
or whatever. So it was I'm sitting down eating. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I ain't wearing my pants like that, but I'm sitting down eating, and it's some younger people, came in after I did, and they were looking at the card because it says if your pants are like this, we're not going to serve you.
Okay.
So some younger kids came in and this is judgmental. They can't be doing this and they can't be, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, if you own it, you could do whatever you want to with it. But I'm just like, that's you know what I'm saying? I think they cause some of that perception. You know what I'm saying? If you walking around in your pants like way down below your waist, hanging off your ass and all that stuff, you're causing the judgment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna judge you if they see that.
Based on what they see.
Absolutely.
And if they don't want you,
that's just like it's in Riverdale, but I think they taking it down now. It's a IHOP, and it says if you smell the odor of, if you have a strong odor of marijuana on your person, we refuse.
I think I might know where that is.
Yeah, but we no slander on any business.
Yeah,
because like I said, if you own the business,
no, that makes sense though. Like they trying to keep basically the riffraff out. They be like, if you on that type of time, we might not need you in here with
demon time.
So, all right, I'm gonna say the word of the day because I gave y'all the thought of the day, man.
So y'all pay attention because we're
gonna try to pay you some money for this at some point. But hold up now, those gotta goddamn fix his car.
Now he gotta fix the headlight, man.
Not the headlight, bro. The grill. Don't say the headlight.
The grill.
Don't say the headlight.
I'll put some in the pot, man.
Thank you. We want to pay y'all. Y'all gonna get paid. All right. Thought of the day, man. No. Thought of the day. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about my guy. Hey, man, look here. Word of the day.
What's the word?
Astute, which is having or showing. Let's see what this is, and the ability to notice and understand things clearly, or mentally and sharp and clear, assessing situations or people, and turn that basically into your advantage.
Can you run that back? Give me that one.
Astute.
Okay.
So that is pretty much when you show some signs and capability of being able to notice and understand certain things clearly and sharp, but when you assessing it, that it's pretty much going to benefit you, or you can kind of like take advantage of the situation. Okay. Astute. Yeah. Astute.
I was gonna say, spell it for me.
Hey man, that's without spell check.
Can you use it in a sentence? Not just
Hey man, little kill.
Use it in a sentence.
I really can't because I'm thinking about something else right now.
Okay, say the definition again one more time.
I hope he's astute with fixing my damn car. What can I say, man? I don't know.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I got one more universal law that I didn't get to, y'all, which is the law of manifestation. So, yeah. Now watch how this plays into my favor. I'm about to manifest my shit. I'm gonna manifest something better than what I had, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna manifest something new. Plus the old gonna be reborn, and then I just might have 2 of them things. I'm gonna double up. Just because you want to flirt with me and mess up my number 1.
What's going on, Sweet Pea?
So
Rag
yeah.
top,
Sweet Pea, Sweet Pea done showed
What's
up
up,
a little
Sweet Pea?
earlier. So now, like I say, but the law of manifestation is, man, like thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, speaking, writing, thinking, acting, combining all of that and willing to make that thing into a physical form, y'all.
Bro,
So,
I don't even want to cut you off, but
cut me off, man.
I gotta cut you off, man.
Go ahead.
For years before we, been down here with you doing this lab, this guy, bro, you need to. Before it was even popular, he was telling me, he was like, "This is you,
Right.
This is you. You should be doing." Really, before podcasts even kind of came out,
Right.
those was already up on. He was like, "Bro, you need to be on the radio. You need to talk show. You need to do." This is the year of manifestation for me.
Okay.
For me, man, because
Okay.
man, we finna have these grown people parties, man. We finna
like them
take
boom
these
boom room parties,
the
bro.
boom boom room party. Take the
Yeah.
podcast to other levels, man. We finna try to educate, but we gonna have fun. But we gonna try to educate people too, man. But we just gonna
The
really...
Boom Boom Room Party sponsored by Misfits Radio.
Hey,
yes,
man.
absolutely.
Hey, we need to take this thing on the road, though, man. You know what I'm saying?
But
be friends.
Pop
we
up at
we gotta to me, man, like a demographic for us, man. I'll say 40 to 60. You know, I think we just gotta start doing more stuff for us.
Most definitely,
we do, man.
I said
It's
that
a-
today
it's a-
on our
it's
group
a-
text. You're not on our group text,
Yeah.
but I sent out a group text when
Yeah,
stuff hit my mind. And I
Yeah,
sent out a
I
group
saw
text this today, and I was like, look, in the current political climate, I want us to try to focus our podcast more towards being more informative to us, for our people.
Yes.
Being more informative, giving more good information, because with the fact checking gone on social media now, you won't be able to rely on that. So we need to get more informative, good information for us. Now, I know we can't be too pro-black because we don't want to alienate some people, but at the same time, we need to make sure that our people gets the correct information. I'm gonna give you a good example. You know, they were saying in the fires in LA, and they said that one guy was looting and all that, but that wasn't a true story. He was not looting. And of course, it was us, black folks. They were saying, all the black people looting and the fires going on. But he wasn't. He was actually helping his neighbor move her stuff out because the fire was right behind her on another house. So he was trying to help her move out. So somebody took a video of it and posted it, and now he's looting. You get what I'm saying? Misinformation.
Yeah.
We don't want to give disinformation.
No.
We want to try to give good information, correct information.
I feel like people in our demographic, they feel like they kind of in a rut. Like, I hate to see guys our age try to act younger. It's okay. We can have these kind of discussions.
Right.
You know, we can talk about all this stuff. We don't have to like dumb it down and try to be like everybody else, because we ain't come up like that.
We didn't.
I'm like, live youthful, but don't act young. You gotta be wise, but with youth to you, so you can try to stay around as long as you can to influence the youth. You know what I'm saying? The future.
I still keep my ear.
Yeah, you gotta
keep my ear to the street. And I work with a lot of young people.
Yeah.
And I have a 10-year-old daughter, which she hates whenever I use some of their slang. She's like, "Oh my God,
Don't stop though.
I can't believe you said that." But I just want to let her know, like,
I
look,
know what's up.
your dad is still. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
I think that's part of speaking in tongue to distance and lengthen the gap between the generations. They're always trying to evolve some type of slang or some type of trend. But to be honest with you, a culture doesn't evolve that way. We should be evolving as far as what we're trying to grow, what we're trying to teach, not necessarily entertain.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? That's why I try to keep my ear to the street, so I can understand what these youth are talking and what they're saying. So when they say it to me and I digest it or decipher it, I can understand, oh man, they on something that I need to curb or put them in the right pathway. Like, nah, young blood, we used to do that back in the day. That's what you mean by that? No, switch it this way. But if I don't even know what they mean and they telling me and that's what they doing and that's what they believing in, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what it means, and let it go. Then
So, Lab, I got an old soul. Like I have an old. My parents would tell me I have an old soul when it comes to a lot of stuff, man. So it's like I remember my dad was telling me, like, when I would be like talking about newer music that was coming out, and I'd be like, he'll be more on it and receptive to listening to it. And he was like, so just think about when you were young and you started listening to Big Daddy Kane and you wanted to cut 3 parts in your eyebrow and wild out. You know, you wanted to do all of this.
Right.
And me and your mama was looking, but once we listened to the music, we would catch certain stuff that we like. So he was like, you can't be hard on these, you know, the little young dudes in my neighborhood. And I'd be like, this is crap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was like,
but that's all they know.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
all they know.
Yeah.
I mean, they know what they know. But luckily, we are of an age where we're not too old, and we kind of all listen to the same music, kind of, sort of. And we trying to, you know, we could figure this stuff out. I guess that's good and bad in some ways. Slick was saying that when you were saying that they talking young, she said that that's some guys trying to get them young women. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay hip to get them young women.
That's what it is.
She also said, "What's a grown party?" Because
a grown party.
A grown party, right?
It's Slick from Chicago.
No, she from Simpson.
Oh Lord!
First of all, you might hear some Frankie Beverly in that thing.
You definitely gonna hear some Frankie Beverly.
I'm from Chicago,
but just
she
so you saying Cooley High? It's a belly rub party, man. It's a rap party, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just more so what we came up on. It ain't gonna be none of that. Everybody standing on this side of the room.
We gonna
everybody standing on that side of the room. It ain't gonna be none of that.
BET commercial.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Hey Love commercial.
And the slow songs playing.
Right.
Yes.
So with me, bruh, as a youngster, man, I was on something else, bruh. Like during the day.
You gotta call it a rent party. I'm sorry, I mean cut you off. You gotta call it a rent party.
Rent party. When the sun out, I'm gung ho. I'm rap, whatever. When it dropped though, bro, I was on some 70s. I'm listening to some OJs.
We just talked about this the other day,
like,
man. And
Quiet
shout
Storm,
out, she my
off.
Facebook friend, man. I don't know if she watching, but we always said, man. And I don't know if you know her personally, Lab. George Littell, that's kind of the meter.
Littell,
like all day, you know. Well, now stations just play rap, right. But back then, you really had like maybe 2 or 3 radio stations, and most of us listened to V103, you know. And George Littell would come on at like 8 o'clock. So no matter how crunk your day had been,
you gonna calm down.
Shut that shit down.
It's like a little
bro.
thunderstorm sound
Some
effect.
Anita Baker put you up through there.
Man, yeah, man. You on the phone with your lady and stuff like that, man. And that was, you called it a day after that.
Right.
So we calmed down at a certain point of the day.
Oh, okay.
These kids be on gold
all day.
We didn't have access to it all day anyway. Like it wasn't no 24/7 rap, boy. Rap that shit shut down after a certain time.
It was.
So you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So
and I'm kind of glad of that, you know, because
and then even over the weekends when my mom and them used to have friends over party, they wasn't listening to rap. They would listen to Bobby Blue Bland. Yeah. Like they was listening to the old school stuff.
Like fish fry. Man, come on.
Well, we didn't have fish fry, but we did have Canadian fish
you
parties.
You had fish fries.
I was
on
the hard stuff.
What you pay?
But then too, traditions. Cleaning up on Saturday morning.
Right.
Waking up, watching them cartoons.
It wasn't no sleeping in.
I didn't partake on that. I didn't sleep in, but I was in front of that TV watching Saturday cartoons and Schoolhouse Rock and.
Well, you just couldn't sleep in. My parents won't let you sleep on.
And then I had to go outside.
You had to get outside and go do something. Get out the house.
When 12 o'clock hit,
and come back.
You going outside?
Yeah. Get up out the house so we can have some free time. Get away from your ass.
Yeah.
All right, so I will interject with this. You know, on my little posting stuff, I have like fruit and vegetables and things like that. So this is kind of like to get off the topic, but I do want to do my snacking around because, like we said, we're trying to pay some folks, y'all. Okay, so my snacking around snack.
One thing.
Go ahead and do what you
go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Slick says, I didn't know if that meant swinging party or what.
Oh Lord,
no, Slick.
Sweeping said,
Slick, you trying to trapeze this thing?
I could. Sweet Pea
Slick
said-
trying to get the show snatched off
Trying
this
to-
week.
Hey, we were trying. Hey,
Sweet Pea
come on,
said,
Slick.
I could definitely do a rent party.
Yeah. Rent party. That might be what we call it.
Right, the rent party. Okay, go outside.
Man, I'm good, y'all. You know, I mean, I just don't want to get triggered. Oh, I gotta drive home, man.
I should have
Hey,
a dog sound.
don't
Oh,
do that.
Lord.
Please don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sound
Private
effect.
property, man. The dog about it. Yeah.
Yeah, my boy already finna crash out over here, man. So
Boy.
Sweet Pea say fish fry, barbecues, cards, spades, party, dominoes, all that.
Hey, all
Yeah,
of them.
man. Yeah.
Do all of it.
My snacking around is a tangerine. I like tangerines, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
What are the health benefits from, or you just
oh
like 'em
man, well
because
you already know it's got some vitamin C in it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But
okay.
it's always going to be a health benefit. I don't even have to rattle it off. It's always going to be a health benefit eating fruit unless you're allergic to it. You know what I'm saying? Unless
Okay.
like, if you're allergic to vitamin C or something similar to that. But you know, I mean, fruits and vegetables unless you boil the vegetable and take some of the nutrients out of it or whatever. But you know, it's gonna be some minerals in there and some vitamins. Simple as that.
True
With
that.
your tangerine. So, you know, but like I said a little bit earlier today, man, I posted this particular pic from a fresh market, farmer's market that actually comes to my job site on particular days. And I think I'm going to start buying from them so I don't have to go to the grocery store when I get
Okay.
off work. I can just, boom, buy me a banana or two, a couple of cucumbers, some apples or something like that. I wish they had them grapes. I'd be on them grapes and them pineapples. They don't have that. But maybe I could suggest that. You know what I'm saying? And get into something like that. But I just wanted to put that out there. For
While
y'all,
we
you
talking
know
about food, what's the fish and spaghetti thing, lad? Let's
Good Lord.
dive into that.
You G-dipping on my ass, bro?
Dive into
I'm
that.
fishing spaghetti.
Wait, look, let
That's
me
a
say-
that's a Midwest thing.
Right,
man.
it is.
Something.
Let me just say this.
Okay.
I really don't know why we eat fish and spaghetti. It's just we just eat fish and spaghetti. We've always eat. I couldn't tell you what was the course to where somebody said put this fish with this spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was more because our spaghetti in Chicago don't have meat in. A lot of times it's just sauce and spaghetti.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
So-
Hey, that definitely
That
happened
makes
explained to
sense.
me.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just sauce, spaghetti, whatever the onions and whatever's in it,
Okay.
and the fish would be the meat. You get what I'm saying? So
All right, that makes
See,
sense. That makes
I'm
sense.
gonna say that's what it is.
Down
That's what
south.
it was for us.
It's fish and chips or fish and grits, bro.
Right.
Shrimp
right.
and grits too. You know what I'm saying? But
We didn't even.
fish and spaghetti.
We didn't eat grits. I didn't know nothing about grits till I moved down here.
Well, y'all ain't no
We ain't
grit
eat no
eater.
grits.
Grits,
When I-
grits,
no.
and cream of wheat. Y'all don't know nothing about it.
When I moved, when I was living in Cali, man,
Mhm.
one of the first places I went, like, when we were doing relocation and we're in a hotel,
Mhm.
so I'm down there about to get breakfast and stuff, and that was like one of the things I asked for. I asked for some grits,
Mhm.
and like everybody's whispering.
Yeah,
They
hey,
was
hey,
like,
hey, hey.
they were like, what's grits? And I'm like, man, these people don't know. So they bought a essay out, man.
Not a, hey.
He was the one who had to like literally be like, I know what you're talking about, man.
Right.
He was
Uncle
like,
Beans,
he
dude.
was like,
Goddamn.
we got cream of wheat, but
Cream
we
of
don't.
wheat.
I was like, nah, bro.
Oh.
It's not
Yeah.
That
the
is
same.
not grits.
It's
No,
not the same.
no,
See, we
no.
ate malto meal.
What?
I don't even know.
The hell
what
is that?
Yeah, to break that
And
down.
first of all,
like-
I'm just gonna say this. I ain't
It
never
sounds
put no
horrible.
sugar in grits.
Oh,
Hey.
I don't know where y'all
We
get
ate
that
malto
at.
meal.
Butter,
You put butter,
pepper,
sugar,
salt,
and,
maybe.
and
I don't
milk
even do
in
that
malto
because I don't
meal.
want the cholesterol.
You put
But I ain't
butter,
never put sugar
and
in.
milk in malto meal.
What is that?
It's grits, but it's just a creamier version.
I've never heard of that. That sounds like Metamucil.
and
down
sugar
there.
most-
grits is
it's
I've heard of
insane.
porridge
It's
and
mostly
cream of wheat, but not what was that again?
malto meal.
Malto
Never
meal.
heard of
Malto
it.
meat. This shit sound like you about to put some sheetrock on,
Malto
bro. What the
meal.
fuck?
My folk from the
Y'all-
Midwest
y'all
tap
so
in,
crazy.
Man,
man.
y'all, you finna, hey, you got to activate the Joan in
We
a
ate cream
second,
of
man.
wheat too, though. We ate cream of
You
wheat.
better start. Yeah, jump on the
Yeah.
cream of
But we
wheat.
never did
'Cause
eat
that
grits.
malto meat, did you buy it from Home Depot?
No, we never did eat grits.
Y'all Home Depot sell food?
I'm finna get ready.
No.
To, hey, they
Oh.
do snacks.
Yeah.
I get
Oh,
it every day.
candy. Okay, yeah.
But
Yeah.
they, hey, I'm about to get on you, lab. I'm finna
Nah,
show them.
we
I'm
didn't
giving
eat
them a
we
little
didn't eat
taste
grits,
of.
but we did eat malto meal and cream of wheat. I didn't eat either one, but if that's what they
Malto.
wanted, that's what they would eat.
What is the purpose?
That shit
of
sound
putting
like something
sugar
you can
on-
make a statue
sugar
out
I
of.
mean, they
on
put. I
grits,
mean,
though?
I know a lot of people in Chicago put sugar on rice. Like,
Oh,
yeah, like sugar on rice and butter. Like, my ex-wife
What
used
the
to eat
hell?
all that.
Yeah, I just
Sugar.
I'm not familiar.
They putting Dixie crystals on rice.
Yes.
Well, you know, people put
I had to
salt
go
on.
with the Dixies. I mean, it could be Domino's. But
It's Domino's.
oh no! It don't matter, bro. That's like.
Just like
Hold on, the cornbread. There's rules with cornbread too.
It's called Jiffy.
You can do that.
Yeah, I'm good with you. I like you.
Yeah. But it's something.
Salt on watermelon.
What the hell, bro?
It's a thing. It's a thing.
No. Put lemon on a watermelon. I seen the dude
I heard
do
that was like
try that.
fire.
But salt?
Yeah, you never heard of that?
on what?
I don't even
On
like
watermelon.
watermelon.
I love.
Oh
Watermelon.
yeah, salt.
Y'all
Yeah,
can take
I
my
know
black card. I don't do watermelon, and I don't do hot sauce.
Man.
Them two fun
man, you
facts about Shootah. Don't do none of that.
Slick says, I didn't get it right. Slick says, I'm from ATL Lab, Grady Bay, raised on Fair Street in the middle of the A and C.
Ooh,
My
yeah.
bad.
Hold on, D.
ATS, ho.
D. So
ATL.
D, when you
okay.
say it's like cereal, you never had it until you went. You talking about the
Malto
it's
meal.
like
Malta.
it's like cereal. I never knew until malto meal is like cereal.
Right.
But
It
you never
sounds
knew.
like
It's
something
just
you
Salt on watermelon is supposed to incite it.
it sound like
it
something you put in the
ruins the
car.
flavor. It is horrible. So I tried salt on
Yeah,
watermelon.
salt
It
don't
is
do nothing.
horrible.
Don't do
It
nothing.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
It's delicious.
No.
Salt on watermelon?
Yes.
No, sir.
Yes.
It ain't like the watermelon.
I don't eat watermelon. I don't want to
don't
eat watermelon in public. But yeah.
No. I'm not recommending.
Sweet Pea say some people put it on their grits too. That's why they put sugar in their grits.
Yeah.
You might as well eat cream of wheat.
See, somebody
Cream of
else
wheat?
said, Kiki said, yes, sir, sugar on grits. Nah, man. Nasty work.
That's what I'm saying. You
I'm just
know,
saying,
hey,
like,
man, no,
in
no.
Chicago,
Little butter and cheese, because then I'm going to have to take out everything else that I
I never
want in
started
the
eating
grits.
grits till I moved here.
Hey, man, I eat the
recently
grits as they
tried
are.
eating it in the last year or so. Like I never would eat it.
Eat what?
Grits. I never would eat it. Even in Chicago, when you
It's
go to
a staple.
IHOP and you ask for an omelet, it's not a folded omelet. It's a whipped omelet.
Whipped.
Hold on. So, yeah.
It's fluffy.
Fluff.
It's a fluffy omelet.
You got to flip that thing.
They don't get no flipped omelet.
Yeah, I
It's
need that.
fluffy
I need
omelet.
that.
You
turn
say
that thing- they
you say
turn the
sweet
whole-
tea, they go.
whole
We don't
pan
have sweet
over.
tea.
Now, that I believe
Look.
outside of the South, that's
Yeah.
pretty universal.
Yeah.
Ain't
Sweet tea,
nobody drinking sweet
When
tea.
it no. If you done been to enough banquets, beta clubs, and all this, you know, man. Come on, the sugar sit at the bottom. Unless you boil that thing and put the sugar in it when you boil
No,
it.
where they don't. They
The
don't
cold
put sugar,
iced
they
tea,
don't put
sweet tea
sugar
don't
in,
work.
in the tea at all.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
Chicago, no.
In Cali, man, they
Yeah.
definitely wasn't putting
And don't
no
ask
sugar
no,
in
and
the
don't
tea.
ask for no Coke. They gonna look at you crazy. But ask for a Pepsi. They probably give you Coke now, but back when I was growing up, it was Pepsi.
Well,
Pepsi-
believe it or
Pepsi
not,
was
man,
terrible,
I take a lot of my stuff without the extra, you know what I'm saying, spices and
Stuff
things
in
like
it.
the seasoning if it don't need to.
Mhm.
Like I was just talking to my mom today about it. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm about to eat
See,
some
y'all
oatmeal.
judging Chicago food.
Yeah, we judging it. We
Just
judging
because
it.
of the way
We
it sound
judging
and the way it look,
Hey,
y'all being
man.
judgmental and y'all holding
Yeah,
grudges
yeah,
against
yeah,
us.
yeah,
I'ma try to fish and
yeah.
spaghetti, though.
You
I'ma try
salting
to-
your
I'ma-
oatmeal eating ass.
I'm gonna try to fish and spaghetti. I'm gonna
So,
try.
I'm not. I ain't even trying. It don't even go together. Your soggy fish eating ass. But
you can't have no meat in your spaghetti though.
put some turkey
Yeah,
meat.
I'm
in
gonna
it.
have
sauce.
So
And
now you just
that's
eat
a
noodles,
waste.
bro.
Yeah,
it gotta be
that's a
sauce
waste.
and
You
noodles.
eat
Yeah,
diet
it can't be-
ramens.
It can't be any meat in there because it's gonna clash with the
I'm
fish.
about to twerk that thing, man. We had to put some
Boy.
meat in the spaghetti and the fish.
Slick talking about
Just
they cut
play
pizza-
G-Dip
they cut
while you
pizza.
eat it.
Look,
I
y'all,
was
y'all
all
Atlanta folks ain't just
do a
gonna
Harlem shake while you make it.
What she said?
Slick say they cut pieces in little squares. We do.
Yeah, not in the triangles. Damn,
No, we
you
cut
might
them in
be right.
squares.
Y'all cut pizza in squares.
Yes.
Squares.
It makes it
Okay.
taste better.
Oh man.
I don't know what y'all got going on, bro. It's supposed to be a little triangle. It's supposed to be a pyramid, man.
Yeah,
You know
And
what I'm saying?
it makes it
Yeah,
taste better.
That take away from the flavor if you cut it in a square.
We put Italian beefs with Italian sauces inside of it and dip it in the gravy. Yes, we do.
Y'all do have some good pizza though.
All I'm
Stuffed
saying is,
Pizza is
I'm going to
great
eat this
pizza.
oatmeal tomorrow with some raisins and a little bit of cinnamon. A dash of cinnamon. and call it
Quaker
a
used to
day.
have a fire.
Oh, man.
They
I
don't sell it
just-
no more though. I don't think.
Y'all know what? Guess what I'm going to pull up to eat this oatmeal and raisins in? Oh, no.
a damaged.
Oh no, I just thought about that. Oh man. If I had a Reese's cup, I would have done this whole episode like my grill look. With a little Reese's that paper right there and I look snagger too, y'all would be like, man, I'm gonna do that next episode so y'all can see. When y'all
It
see
should
me,
be
I'm
fixed.
gonna do
It's
the next
gonna be fixed
episode.
It'll be
like
fixed
that.
by then.
It'll be fixed next episode.
You must be out your mind, bro. How much it cost you? I wanted to be. Y'all pitching in on it.
We manifesting.
We manifested
Oh,
for it.
y'all see that, y'all?
Shall be
They
fixed.
manifesting.
Right.
I need some
He ain't even
donations.
taking his own advice, man.
You might go to the house, clean it up, and look at it and be like,
It ain't that.
it ain't that bad.
No, sir, bro. I'm gonna be like, we need to get you some veneers or a grill, cause that no. So to show y'all how I feel and what my car look like, and he know if I put a bet on this thing, Lil Doc know that shit going down next week.
Oh, don't we get a little Doc story before we go?
We do.
No, I just got one piece of advice, man.
What's that?
Ladies, men who stop at yellow lights, they won't do the things you like.
Hey. I ain't never stopped at a yellow light, so I'ma go for that one right there. My boy
Say
hits
that one
on
more
that.
time for the people in the back.
I might do a Snag or Truth episode next week. I might not. It just depends on how I feel. But
I repeat that, ladies. Men who stop at yellow lights, they won't do those things you like.
we out this bitch, y'all. I'm out. Appreciate it. Don't start next week, man.
Yeah. Shit. Grams leaders CC's pounds. Close cash, close call, close encounter, closer. Pounds of leaders of grams, get your dose up. Cut this up, host up, and get dosed up. This for them voted like the move and make the most of. Monday night at 8, I can't wait to set you straight. These opinions and debates for them folk that can't relate. I gotta elevate your mind through these signs.